The shocking truth. What if I told you that the daily self-care habit you believe is protecting you from prostate cancer and those terrifying invasive exams is actually silently destroying your masculine vitality? Are you living in quiet desperation when little buddy fails you at the most critical moment, when pills don't work anymore, and guilt or loneliness is turning your life into a pleasureless hell? But the truth is, you don't have to choose between protecting your health or sacrificing your performance. You can completely rewrite this script. Keep your prostate clean and healthy while preserving that abundant energy to rediscover the confidence and real connection you crave. Today, we're going to dive deep into the naked truth behind this habit. I won't just analyze it from a modern scientific perspective, but I'll also bring you perfect balance from ancient wisdom. Prepare yourself, because I'm about to reveal the golden frequency formula: 4 days, 8 days, 10 days, the secret that helps you flush to prevent disease while conserving to restore peak performance. The science, the number 21, and the flushing the pipes mechanism. First, we need to face the elephant in the room, was the most controversial number currently debated on every men's health forum: 21 times. This isn't a number I made up for clicks. It comes from a massive study by Harvard University. Scientists followed tens of thousands of men over 18 years, and they discovered a shocking truth. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who only did it 4 to 7 times a month. 33%. That's a massive number when we're talking about cancer risk. But why? Why does ejaculation relate to cancer? To understand this, we need to look inside your body in the simplest way possible. Picture your prostate gland. It's a small organ about the size of a walnut, sitting right below your bladder and in front of your rectum. But the most accurate image I want you to visualize is that it's like a donut surrounding your urethra, urinary tube. Inside this donut isn't solid. It's filled with muscle tissue and thousands of tiny ducts. Its job is to produce alkaline fluid to protect and nourish sperm, forming semen. And here's the key: this fluid is created to flow and move, not to sit still. Think of it using the flushing the pipes mechanism. Imagine your home's plumbing. If you don't flush water for a month, gunk builds up on the pipe walls. When you ejaculate, all the muscles of the prostate contract powerfully. This contraction works like a pressure pump, pushing out all the stagnant fluid, sperm, and most importantly, sweeping away biological waste. What is this waste? It's old fluid that's been oxidized, dead cell debris, and irritating chemical agents that may be present in urine. If you don't flush them out, they accumulate inside the glandular sacs, like stagnant water in a pond. This stagnation creates the ideal environment for chronic inflammation, and over time, that prolonged inflammation increases the risk of cells mutating into cancer. Scientifically, that's why the Harvard study concluded that maintaining regular flow keeps "don't obsess over the number." Look at your morning flag, but wait. Before you start marking your calendar or feeling pressured by that number 21, I want us to be honest with each other for a moment. I know some of you watching this video are thinking, "Doc, I'm 50, 60 years old, I'm busy, I'm tired, and honestly, little buddy doesn't have the energy he had at 20 to chase that KPI." If you don't hit 21 times, does that mean you'll definitely get cancer? The answer is no. Don't turn that number into a psychological burden. Instead of just obsessively counting how many times you finish, I want to give you a more accurate, practical, and far more important health metric. That is the phenomenon of morning wood. Here's a secret few people tell you: the real health of your prostate and masculine vitality doesn't lie in how many times you force it to work while awake, but in how it operates automatically while you sleep. Morning wood isn't because you're dreaming about sex. It's your body's automatic system check mechanism. While you're in deep sleep, your brain sends signals to pump blood vigorously into the penis, stiffening the tissues and oxygenating the entire pelvic region, including the prostate. It's like a mechanic checking your car's engine at night to ensure everything runs smoothly the next morning. If you wake up with natural stiffness, even without touching it, that's extremely good news. It proves your vascular system is flowing smoothly smoothly, your testosterone levels are stable, and your nerves are still sharp. So my advice is don't just chase quantity, focus on the quality of blood flow. If you still have morning wood, it means your machinery is still being well maintained from within. Don't worry too much if you can't self-care every day. Your body is smarter than you think, and it's still silently protecting you every night. The trap of overdoing it and the truth about dopamine. However, this is when I must sound a serious warning bell. There's a deadly trap many guys fall into when trying to meet the KPI for their prostate: burnout. You need to understand that our body is a sophisticated biological factory. Every time you ejaculate, this factory must expend resources to regenerate. If you force it to work overtime continuously without rest, the immediate consequence is that product quality will plummet. Semen volume decreases, sperm count drops, and their motility weakens. But even more terrifying than physical decline is the destruction of your nervous system. And this is where we need to clearly distinguish between two concepts: clean dopamine and dirty dopamine. Many men are unknowingly loading themselves with dirty dopamine. That's when you masturbate in a forced, aggressive manner, and worst of all, combined with watching porn. When you watch high-intensity stimulating images, your brain gets attacked repeatedly, causing the dopamine reward system to overload and become desensitized. At the same time, the nerve endings in your penis also become calloused to sensation. What's the result? You fall into a state of porn-induced erectile dysfunction. PIED. At this point, you want to get hard but can't because your brain has become immune to normal stimulation. In contrast, I want you to aim for clean dopamine. That's the act of self-care mindfully. No phone screens, no pornography. You do it as a purely medical therapy, focusing on your body's real sensations to release tension and help energy circulate. The difference lies here. One side depletes energy for illusory pleasure, dirty, while the other releases toxins to regenerate energy, clean. Don't let a health-protecting habit become the knife that kills your own vitality. The roadmap from ancient wisdom, the 4-8-10 formula. So the million-dollar question here is, where's the balance? How do we flush to prevent disease without depleting energy, as I just warned? If Western science looks at your body under a microscope and sees cells, the ancients looked at the body through the lens of energy flow or vital force. In ancient texts, especially Daoist texts and Tantric teachings, the masters left behind an extremely specific roadmap for ejaculation frequency based on a man's age and vitality. But before diving into the solution, I want to spend 3 minutes answering the trickiest questions you've sent in. Question 1. I just edge without ejaculating. Is that good? Answer: be careful. Edging increases stamina, but if you do it too long without release, the prostate becomes congested, blue balls. Fluid gets pumped out but not released, causing worse stagnation. If you've activated the pump, occasionally let it flush. Question 2. Does sex with my wife count toward the 21 times? Answer: yes, and it's much better. When you have sex with a partner, your body secretes oxytocin, the love hormone, and testosterone rises much higher than masturbating alone. Therefore, into her hand is better than in your hand. Question 3. I've had a vasectomy. Should I worry? Answer: a vasectomy only blocks sperm, but the prostate still produces fluid. You still need to follow the circulation principle to avoid inflammation. Now grab a pen and paper or memorize this formula well, because it could completely change how you operate your body. If you're in your 20s, the most vigorous period, the rule is don't ejaculate more than once every 4 days. When you reach 30, your body starts needing more accumulation. The rule is no more than once every 8 days. At age 40, the pivot point of health, the interval stretches to once every 10 to 12 days. And from 50 onwards, you need to be truly conservative with your energy. Why were the ancients so strict? They believed that every ejaculation releases not just genetic material, but also consumes a large amount of qi, or life energy. If abused, you'll trade away your focus, stamina, and most importantly, the quality of hardness in subsequent sessions. You see, while modern science says flush to protect the prostate, ancient wisdom reminds us conserve to protect vital force. The truth lies in the middle. Balance is the key. The formula above isn't mandatory law, but it's an excellent reference point to know when you're going beyond limits and need to pump the brakes to refill your energy tank. The Golden Toolkit: external activation and natural nutrition. So the trickiest question right now is, if I can't ejaculate frequently on schedule due to age or wanting to conserve energy, and I also really don't want anyone touching or inserting anything into the back door for massage like the old way, what do I do to detoxify? Good news for you. You don't need to do anything uncomfortable. I'll show you a secret button right on your own body to activate the prostate from the outside. In Eastern medicine, it's called the perineum point, Hui Yin. Its location is right between your scrotum and anus. This is the energy gateway of the pelvic region. Instead of penetration, you just need to act gently on this point. Every time you shower under warm water, use your hand to press lightly and massage in circles on the perineum point, or perform pelvic floor relaxation exercises. Imagine you're relaxing the muscle to start urinating. This small action helps activate strong blood flow to the prostate, flushing away stagnation without ejaculation, no energy loss, and without invasion. Absolutely safe and civilized. And for this machine to run smoothly, you need the right fuel. Don't rush to believe expensive miracle cure advertisements. Start today with this golden nutrition triangle. 3 inexpensive foods that are the best bodyguards for your masculine vitality. 1. Pumpkin seeds. Consider these natural zinc capsules. The prostate is the most zinc-hungry organ in the male body. Eating a handful of pumpkin seeds daily is the cheapest way to ensure raw materials for soldier production. And 2, cooked tomatoes. I must emphasize cooked. Why? Because heat helps release lycopene, the most powerful antioxidant that helps prevent prostate cancer. Raw tomatoes are good, but cooking them with a little olive oil is the real weapon. 3. Watermelon. Don't skip the white rind. It contains lots of citrulline, an active compound that helps the body produce nitric oxide. It works on the same mechanism as erectile drugs, helping dilate blood vessels to pump blood rock hard into both your prostate and little buddy. But the good news is you never have to face that fear alone anymore. Complete control is in your hands right now, right here. Look back at what you now possess. You're no longer the confused man lost in yesterday's chaotic information matrix. Today, you have in hand the 4-8-10 formula, the roadmap from thousand-year-old wisdom. You know about the perineum button, a safe energy activation technique without invasion. And you hold the golden nutrition triangle, the key to loading clean fuel into your body every day. This is the strongest protective shield, helping you feel secure about disease while confidently maintaining your performance. However, I want you to understand, this is just the starting line. Protecting the prostate is only the first brick in the grand project called masculine vitality. The journey to rediscover yourself, to live abundantly and reverse aging doesn't stop at this one video. Ahead of us are many secrets yet to be unlocked. Do you want to know how to skyrocket endogenous testosterone without medication? Do you want to learn how to master your mind to completely eliminate the mind is willing but the body isn't due to psychology? Or advanced bedroom techniques that help you connect more deeply with your partner, turning each lovemaking session into healing medicine for both body and soul? I have an entire treasure trove of holistic solutions, from sleep, breathing, to specialized exercises waiting for you. Therefore, don't miss the beat in this revolution. Don't let laziness or hesitation drag you back to the swamp of anxiety. Hit that subscribe button right now, and don't forget to turn on notifications. When you hit that button, you're not just following a YouTube channel. You're officially joining a community of wise men, those who refuse to leave their health to chance, those who dare to stand up and take control of their body and destiny. Let's continue this journey together. Let me accompany you until you look in the mirror and see again the strong, vibrant man you've always longed to become. Thank you for investing in yourself today. See you in the next videos.